Okay, give me 2 seconds to make sure the stream's up this time. Let me make sure. Show stream. Okay, channel. Alright, we're up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this new Nr2003 series here on the channel. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these on this channel. But, long story short, all my old saves got corrupted, got burnt out, took a year off. And here we are. Now we're back. So, here's the premise for this series. 2020 wasn't 2020. Only thing that stays the same in the real universe in this one is the driver transfers. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this from this year to... I'm going to be using not the actual Next Gen mod, but the fictional Next Gen 4 based off the muscle car late models. Because I personally just prefer that to the actual Next Gens. Plus, it's also a lot, I personally find it better for making custom paint schemes, which we'll use for some future seasons. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. We are here at Daytona for the Busch Clash, as I forgot to set the laps right. We're going to 40 laps. So what happens is, after 2020, NASCAR sits down with their new car and goes, hey, let's start everything from scratch, because everything got ruined by a certain person in NASCAR, who I will not name. But after about 20 years, or give or take, of just horrible decisions, NASCAR decided to start things fresh. Back to the once Cups format, and for safety
Drivers,
reasons, NASCAR has
to your cars.
Got rid of double file restarts. Well, the traditional double file restarts, and went back to the original layout, mostly because I can't mod that. The 2003 points format, meaning no chase, no stages, no playoffs, none of that. 36 races for 36 races. And this is just the Busch Clash, not the actually Daytona. So that's for later. But with the new car came some new manufacturers. 3 to be exact. So we first had just Toyota, Ford, Chevy. Dodge is back, and Dodge had the cars ready for the 2021 season. Honda and Nissan are not going to be ready by 2021. Possibly we may see the first teams of the manufacturers in by 2022. However, both manufacturers have guaranteed full entries for 2023, which is when the 10-car rule will kick in, which the 10-car rule is 10 cars per manufacturer to create diversity, so that way it's not like how it's actually been, where 50% of the field's Chevy, 40% Fords, then not even a handful of Toyotas. But the most controversial decision of the new cars is, well, you'll see it soon, the rear wing has returned. NASCAR has sat down and decided, sat down with F1 and IndyCar executives to help create some safety flaps for the wing to prevent cars from blowing over if they got turned around too quickly. And here we are. It's Daytona for 40 laps for the Busch Clash. And yes, we do not go to the road course this year. We possibly don't even go to the LA Coliseum in 22. A couple things here or there that will be changed is well, from the real version, well, from IRL to this, is nothing really crazy, like no major changes other than a few. Race 2 at, which initially was the Daytona Road Course, since that track honestly sucks, like the NASCAR variant, and I don't want to run the IMSA layout because it just, not my personal favorite track for NASCAR itself. Great for IMSA though. But we will be going to Sebring for race 2, which is good. The other major change is, instead of going to Indianapolis at the big track for the road course, we're going to IRP. And let's see what else just happened. I am contemplating replacing Texas also on the schedule because I just don't like it. Possibly, most likely, I'll just replace it with Chicagoland. But that's about it. Now, we'll go full screen. And as nothing major has changed. Okay,
drivers, to your cars.
And let's look at your starting grid for the Busch Clash at Daytona. 100 miles, 40 laps. All points. Well, no money. Well, brain fart. All money, no points. So starting here on the front row, we have Denny Hamlin in the number 11 Toyota Camry. Toyota, however, will be switching from the Camry to the Supra for the 2023 swap. Most likely we will actually see most of the Supras by 24. Well, by 22. Starting alongside Tyler Reddick in the number 8 Caterpillar Chevrolet Camaro. And then, here we go, here's the first major change. Joey Logano is in a Dodge Charger. Dodge is actually going to be moving to the Challenger when that body gets approved, also most likely by 2022. AKA a couple cars that were actually supposed to be, that one of the other Dodges in the field is actually supposed to, long story short, one of the other Dodges did not come with a didn't come with a Challenger body, but all of them came with Charger body, so that's why I came up with it so quickly. And I apologize in advance for all my future paint schemes being awful. I will, however, try to use as many realistic or already painted paint schemes for it when possible. Then we got Ryan Newman in the Ford Mustang. Ford and Chevy will keep their current bodies. Kyle Busch in the number 18 M&M Toyota Camry. Cole Custer in the 41. We have Austin Dillon in the 3. Kurt Busch in the 1, also a Dodge. Brad Keselowski in the number 2 Penske Racing Dodge. I had to. Martin Truex Jr. Chase Elliott. Ryan Blaney. Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick, William Byron, Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace because there wasn't a Ty Gibbs variant of this car, and Matt DiBenedetto. So, as we sit here, we just chat for plans I have for this series. 2021, it's going to be literally, other than the 3 or 4 schedule changes, just for my personal preference, we will be running the 2021 schedule. For 2022, I have not yet decided if I am going to transition fully to a custom fleet. Well, if I'm even ever going to transition to a fully custom fleet of cars, because I just suck at drawing. Well, suck at painting the cars. Another thing that we are talking that I am going to do is, well, I am going to paint, oh, sorry. Some teams will be changing manufacturers, obviously, because of the 10 car rule, which is 10 cars per manufacturer. So, this will save money for each individual manufacturer. Because instead of Chevy having 20-something cars per race weekend, rocking the bow tie, they will only have 10. And while I have most of the list already figured out, only one person has actually seen that list in real life. I will be painting all the other cars myself. So here's what my plan is with the painted cars, because here's what I'm thinking of doing. I will most likely, if a current team will stay with their manufacturer, they will run their actual cars.
Drivers, start
exception being Dodges, because both
engines!
Dodges and Toyotas, even though most of the Toyotas already have their new variants. New drivers, new car, new drivers, new teams, and the Dodges. They will all. So let's see, what's one I can release? So like, Hendrick will stay at Chevy, obviously, but one of the Honda teams, I will paint those cars from scratch, even if it is an already existing company, which one of these teams will be the Honda team. Well, one of the Honda teams. I will not confirm which one that will be just yet. I should have at least a prototype of every single car to unveil, one per team, by the championship race, which I'm considering transitioning from Phoenix to another track just for some better racing. But we'll get there when we get there. And also new drivers. So when Kyle Busch leaves to go to RCR, like he will in actual, because the real driver transfers will stay up until 2023. Then after 2023, that's when I'll go off the rails. It's a long story, and I'm considering also getting one of the other tickers for here, so I don't have to look at the base NR1, even though it's perfectly fine and does exactly what I need to do. But anyways, let's get to the main show, as pace car's going to pull off. Right there, it's going to make a hard left down pit lane. Here we go. 21 cars, 40 laps, and we are green from Daytona. As Denny Hamlin leads the field down into turn number 1, I don't know what's going on with the lag. I will probably turn down the setting here in a bit. Most likely, yeah. So you're running about 10 FPS. Yeah, I'll turn off the shadows, because that's normally what helps. If we get caution on it, that's when I'll do it. But here we go, down to start lap 1. We have Denny Hamlin. Down to see leads the field off into turn 1 and 2. The Bush Riders line up here on the inside. They're going to try to push their way up to the front. Kurt Busch leading Kyle. I do not know if I'm going to have Kurt Busch's actual injury, career-ending injury, take place or not. So, that's for future me to decide. Less likely I'll just ask my buddy if what I should do, because he'll give me advice for it. Down through 3 and 4, on to the front stretch. Denny Hamlin's going to lead lap number 2. And I apologize for the earlier issue with the first attempt at streaming this. Long story short, OBS decided not to pick up my mic or my screen capture, but it was picking up the actual in-game audio. But anyways, Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch lead the inside as they're going to try to make themselves go to the front. A couple cars are dropping off the main track. Kurt Busch will try to go to the lead. Yes, but I don't know how good he could clear it because he doesn't have help right on his back bumper. Kyle's going to try to lean back and try to get a run. And to the line, Denny Hamlin's going to lead lap number 3. So, that's Denny Hamlin leading the first 3 laps here at Daytona. And now still rolls through 1 and 2. The inside's now more organized and they're going to try to get off of it. Here they go. Down the back stretch. Here they come. Denny Hamlin's got about half a car length over Kurt Busch. Let's see here, will Toyota lead this lap or will Dodge lead it? Let's find out. Kyle Busch is going to go to the front. Well, Kurt Busch is going to go to the front with help from brother Kyle, and at the line, move to 1 car up top. Kurt Busch will lead that lap by 200ths of a second now as they roll down through 1 and 2. Come on, somebody screw up so I can turn off the shadows. I ran other races so far and I never had this issue, so this is literally just the front stretch just so detailed. It's what's causing the lag. Yeah, keep an eye on that FPS counter. We go from 11 at the highest point to 6. Yeah, then it climbs back up. Yeah, it is. Now here we go, down the back straightaway. Kurt Busch still leads. And Brett Keselowski, who started up front, got shuffled all the way to the back of the pack. Is what it is, nothing we can do about it. As Chris Buescher and Matthew Benedetto have lost the pack. They are both 5 seconds off. But here they come to the line. Busch still leads it. Okay, that time right there was 4 FPS. So yeah, this is actually unbearable. I'm gonna turn down, mess with that setting right now. I deeply apologize. Part of the reason why this scene actually exists is reflections and structures in cars. Yeah, let's just turn that down. Oh yeah, that helps. And I apologize, folks. We missed a chaotic one. We're gonna hit the pause and we're gonna rewind this to see how Eric Emerald took the lead. Again, folks, I apologize. I'm still tuning things out. So you see Kurt Busch tries to go fill the middle. Kyle goes with him. Kurt tries to cut back down after side drafting. Kyle can't, so that opens up the door for Eric Amarillo to X Jr. And Amarillo will roll through 3 and 4 to take the lead. The Truex is going to drop down to break up the momentum of the middle. Hamlin and Custer on the outside come out to drive because you could really only do 2 wide most of the track. And it is what it is. Oh god. Hang on, we're trying to figure out what just went wrong. I think I just accidentally bumped my flash drive that the game's installed on. But anyways, Amarillo still leads. Here comes Help though. Well, that may change because here comes Truex here on the inside. Kurt Busch is going to try to push Amarillo around the outside. Stenhouse and also Roman line up on the inside to push Truex. Well, Truex goes high to block. He's going to be hung up to drive. Man, my throat's a little dry, so I apologize. As, well, Kurt Busch has dropped back a little bit, which is going to kill all of Amarillo's momentum, but is he going to try to fight back around the outside? Yes, he's going to lead that lap. I did ding earlier when I bumped my flash drive. I was like, crap, did I just disconnect the game? But this is why this is essentially just a test stream / announcement stream. I know somebody has been commenting about if I had any future plans to continue the series. I actually had a couple plans in mind, but this is the only one that really worked out. Plus I was hunting through mods with 1.9 and I was like, ooh, this is a cool one. So I picked it up. And then I went on the road. And here we are. Initially it was actually supposed to be the 2020 season, but then I changed it literally 10 minutes before I set it to stream. So here we go. There's 3, well, there's 1 and 2. Amarillo still leads the outside with nobody behind him. Austin Dillon tried to take a peek right there with help from Kevin Harvick, but nope, he's going to try to stay on the back bumper of Truex. And here we go. Eric Jones in the 43 tried to make a move to the inside. That didn't help because he had a car away. So here we go. And Truex led that lap. I think for the second. This is honestly going to be a pretty close race. The only cars I'm kind of concerned about interfering with this is the 17 and 21 being a quarter of a lap behind, but they may be fine. But Amarillo's going to get a huge run on the backstretch and into turn 3. He's going to try to clear Truex. Nope. And that's going to be a problem as, well, he just got hung out to dry. And Truex will, ooh, that was close. Truex let the lap by. Come on. Come on, game. I literally hit escape just like you get the exact interval. And now I've lost audio. track. Yep. So what actually happened was I disconnected my flash drive. Oh, I'm actually annoyed. This was initially just supposed to be like a 40-lap sprint, but I guess me bumping my flash drive earlier caused me the opportunity to view the actual external data. So, yeah, I guess now I can just tell you what my plan is. As I hit the pause button, check these. I have no controls actually now of the game because I just hit the pause button, I just heard the engines go by. So I guess I will tell you, well, in fact, I will actually go to my spreadsheet because I literally have all the cars set up. Before I start watching some videos on YouTube. This is not supposed to be anything too crazy. In fact, I'm glad I found all my kinks tonight. Let's see here. So, Hendrick will be at Chevy. Penske will be a Dodge team. I'm only going to announce one of every manufacturer's supporting teams. RFK, because yes, Kosowski will still go to RFK. And that's going to be a Ford team. One of the Toyotas is going to be JGR. Let's see here. Which one would be the easiest to know? Trackhouse will go to Nissan. And Honda, Hesselberg. Team Hesselberg, because Hesselberg actually will still exist. I believe it's a crunch, so I'll see you guys around. I'm still just trying to figure stuff out. This is literally just a test stream with a long fin announcement stream. That's all this was. So, yes, we won't see the end of the race. I will still make sure everything's up to par for Daytona, the actual 500. So, thank you everybody for watching. The fact that I like setting up my streams. And before, I know someone's asked me this once, can't remember who, but the reason why I do my live streams like this is, one, it still gives that real authentic feel like you're watching a race broadcast live, so you can't just fast forward it at first. But I also set it up so it's like, yes, this could be rewatched as a video later. So, I'll see you guys around. For Daytona 500.